Hey guys, it's JL. How are you doing today? We are playing Spore. This is episode 3. The species is POTUS, the life stage is tribal, and the planet is GITMO. I was unable to record the user interface at this point. Hopefully I'll be able to fix that. I have new recording software, so bear with me. You might not notice, but I'm just learning it. So these blue and red little guys, these are the POTUS species. And they are obviously a tribe. And so we're looking at them and their encampment here. You see their totem pole. So one of their tribe's friends has just brought them a gift of some fruit. POTUS is an herbivore. The POTUS are an herbivore species. No meat. They do not eat meat, so they just they gather fruit. I don't know if they can fish. I didn't try to have them fish, so we'll see. So you see, sometimes life is a little dull for them. They're having quiet times, but they enjoy each other, talking to each other. Look at their little line drawings over their heads. Sometimes it's interesting to see what they're thinking, what they're communicating about. It's been a while since I played this game, so I'm having to readjust to the camera, operating the camera. So pardon me while I get settled back in. I last played this in 2015, and then I got totally simmed. But it's from the same people that created the Sims, developed the Sims. So the interface is very similar. But this came out around 2009, and so at that point there was no Sims 4, just the Sims 3. But it is very similar. Now, if you look up to the top of your screen, you can see them. The POTUS are fighting one of the enemy tribes. And I love the sound effects of this game, with them talking. Oh, it's funny. And it's an open world. Oh, see, now these guys, they're bad. But when they're killed, they just fade away eventually. So they're happy. We got them. Yeah, there's a baby POTUS. You can see their totem pole. We can see that we've got 3 tribes on our side so far. Brown, green, and I'm not sure what the upper color is. But we still have pink, and I think we had 2 more tribes to either befriend or conquer. So yeah, brown I think is a friend, green is a friend, and then this other greenish one, turquoise one, I think we have to conquer them. So what are they carrying around? Okay, they're carrying maracas. They love to carry their musical instruments around. They'll play, to make friends with the other tribe, they go and they play music for them, which is pretty cute. And I didn't get a sequence of that, so you'll see that. So this one guy, he's shaking his maracas, baby. And you see the chieftain carrying around his big staff with the animal skull on the top of it. He's the biggest. He's the biggest member too, so he's easy to spot. So I see maracas, I see the chieftain's staff, other instruments. Okay, there's somebody walking by with a horn, and also there's a didgeridoo, which I don't see. There's a horn. Okay, okay, so didgeridoo is that long skinny thing that this guy in the back is carrying around. So I do see the didgeridoo. I'm not really, I know that's an Australian instrument. I've never actually seen one in real life. So they take requests. If you want to befriend another tribe, you make sure the tribe is kind of neutral and not a mean tribe. They have icons denoting what their temperament is. So if you have a neutral tribe, then you can go gather everybody up and give everybody an instrument, and you take yourselves over there and you play music for them, and you play it until you get a notification that you have become friends, and play it some more for them to turn them into allies. And this all will reflect back in the future gameplay, because once we go from tribal into civilization mode, we go with, actually I think it's when you go from civilization into space stage, these tribes will enter the space race too, and so the ones that you befriended back in this stage will be your allies in this space stage of the game, and the ones that were your enemies at this point will be your enemies then. So it all feeds into the future. And unfortunately, this game tends to crash. And so there's a lot of footage I couldn't get, but when I was playing the creature stage, which crashed, so I didn't really get good closure on that. And there were some clips I missed, but it's funny, it does harken back. Because when you're in the creature stage, you sometimes see spaceships fly over you, and you see other creatures actually being beamed up. Ooh. And when you get into the actual space stage, when the POTUS is actually flying around, he will go on a mission. He'll be assigned, your one POTUS will be assigned a mission to abduct creatures for scientific experiments. So that's actually what's going on. The guy has been, somehow in the future, he's come back to abduct specimens for scientific research. It's so weird. They all kind of, they all link, all the stages link into each other, which is pretty cool. So yeah, he's shaking his maraca there, or she, and I suppose they're androgynous. They lay eggs. Hermaphrodites. I guess they're hermaphrodites. Well, no, actually they're not, because in the creature stage they have mating sequences. So, well, okay, so they don't actually divide. They do actually mate with a second one, but maybe both. Yeah, I guess they're both species. Both they're just what? I guess bisexual? I don't know. EA seems to like to have bisexual characters. Okay, so the one of the friendly tribes just brought them a fruit basket, and I see horns there, and somebody just walked by with a didgeridoo, and there's some maracas. And so all these little huts are where they store all their stuff. So there's a hut that stores the didgeridoo, and we have stone axes. Those are good those are weapons. And fire torches, those are also weapons. And then there's the musical instruments. You can also get a healing hut. And it just depends on what your what your tribe's inclination is. Now here we have a battle. I see by the color of the hut we are over at the pink village. These guys are not friendly and we need to take them down before they take us down. And the ultimate goal to capture the village is to burn their main hut, which is the one with the red arrows around it. It's been targeted. But before you can do that, you have to get rid of the population because they're going to defend that hut. So first ideally you kill off all the adult members of the pink tribe. And then you can burn down the hut because there won't be anybody to stop you. But the chieftain does actually regenerate. So you only have a limited amount of time to take out this hut. But once you do, there's a cutscene where you see the another tribe being added to the totem pole. So just because they're a pink tribe doesn't mean they're all girly and friendly. These guys are nasty. This game has so many layers. I just like to watch what other things that might be going on in the rest of the world because it's an open world, so you have all these other creatures doing their own thing off in the distance or whatever. You know, like there might be a huge monster strolling by, eating up other little monsters, and just never a dull moment. Just keep your eyes peeled. Those and it, like I said, you will see them again in later stages of the game in a different capacity. Like you can create the extra large monsters. I think they call them epics, and you can actually, once you get into space stage, it is possible to create an epic of your own. However, in civilization stage, epics are very interesting because they come and they threaten the city, just like in Godzilla. Exactly like in Godzilla, they come storming in, ripping down the buildings, and that's really fun because then you have to shoot them down and everything. Yeah, so you see on the totem pole, okay, I think we're gonna go into a cutscene which didn't record, but that's because so it means that POTUS conquered the pink tribe. Meanwhile, you click on the main hut and you see the little hearts, which is very Sims-like, come to think of it. And eggs roll out and then a baby hatches out. So you got to keep your population up, as you don't want your tribe killed off. So I tend to like to keep a couple of them back at the home base if they go off to fight, or I'll pop over and they're just destroying the town. Yeah, you have to make sure you keep the population up, otherwise you will be that's no one. See now almost got it. But we did. Okay, I can see that the pink head is on the totem pole, so we did actually conquer them. But like I said, the cut scene didn't record, and hopefully I'll be able to rectify that in future videos because of my new video software. Yay! Yes, but we defeated the pink tribe. They are no longer an issue. now we've got a little quieter time because we need to build up the population again. It takes a little while to have enough food to breed some more children. Babies cost 10 food points. So we have sent some guys out to gather some more food. And those white bulbous rods that they're carrying in the background, those are used to beat the bushes down and help knock more fruit down, as opposed to just climbing and picking it all up by hand. So these guys are just goofing around, the chieftain. You see him toasting marshmallows sometimes, and he burns himself. They do have names, but it's very difficult to get all the names. It goes by pretty fast. But it'll say, "Rejoice, so-and-so was born," when an egg hatches. Okay, so yeah, I heard a commotion off in the distance, so I'm just checking out what's going on. So this gorilla-type beast is upset with the little bird beasts or something. I thought maybe he was going to kill some. So I guess he's not as upset anymore. You can see all kinds of interesting things going on in the background here. Look up in the far right-hand corner, what's going on up there? I think I see an epic giant beast. Okay, so we're back at the camp. I hate the way they walk. It's sort of pumping their arms as they walk. Pretty good detail. So we're kind of taking a breather, and then we need to go over to the final village and resolve something with them, whether it's friendship or conquering. Okay, so here's the final village. I believe this is brown. That's because I don't really see any color coding. And they're kind of gorilla types. So watch for these gorilla types once we get into the space stage. They will come back. But you don't see the other species when we get into this next stage. The civilization stage is all going to be the POTUS interacting with each other. So here we are. We're gonna boogie down. So what I have to do as the operator is when I see the icon for either, maracas, then I have to select the button that matches that maracas. And it takes some concentration. So now they want the didgeridoo, so I have to hit that. And if I don't hit it right, then I don't get a very good score. So now they want the didgeridoo again. Okay, see, I missed a couple, so they only gave me an 8. Aww. So we do it a couple more times because we want them to become our allies. And I'm going to say goodbye now because this cuts off pretty fast. Take care, you guys. It's been JL. Maracas. Maracas. Horn. No, didgeridoo. Horn. Didgeridoo. Hey, 10. Yay. We're gonna get it. We got it. We got it. Bye, guys. Love ya.